Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 9 of What If Naruto was given a solo sensei. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual. Share this to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also guys, remember if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your helping and support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be planning talking back to all of you. And also guys, I posted a brand new episode over on Anime King 3 of What If Naruto was from all the clans and taken by Obito, so go ahead, check out that and enjoy guys. And also I posted a brand new episode over Anime King 2 of What If Naruto was the Wrath of the Namikaze, so go ahead and check out that and enjoy as well guys. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, yes, I did have 3 channels, Anime King 2, Anime King 3, which I post what fun every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family, and thank you for all of your help and support. And yeah, let's get right into this guys, start the intro. So the last time we left off, Ino told her father about Teiwai and her, but her father was seriously against this. For some reason, well, he didn't like same-sex partners, as he banished her from the clan. He didn't hesitate, as that left Ino in tears. Teiwai came to her and spoke to her though, and told her that she will always be here for her no matter what, as she hugged her, causing Ino to cry it out. Some time passed as Ino went on a mission, as Teiwai was really missing her. It was then that Han came in the village, as he found Roshi. As Roshi was standing there as he told Shizune to go, as he looked rather serious, she could tell that something was wrong. So she calmly made her way off, to inform others. As Han and Roshi started to fight, as they battled until Han gave in to the power of the Gobi. As the power exploded out of him, luckily, Roshi had pushed him back out of the village, right into one of the training fields, as he decimated everything around him. He was too large. That is when the others jumped in the fray. Naruto and Jiraiya dropped down there as well, as they started to fight off the thing, as they were able to subdue it by them holding it down and Roshi snapping its neck. It will take a while for it to fix back his broken neck, but it will be back on his feet and more angry. So they had come up with something. That is when Itachi arrived, as Itachi placed Naruto under Tsukuyomi, as Naruto asked him if he was here to get revenge for his brother, as Itachi told him yes, as he wanted to know everything though. So Naruto sat there and informed him everything in the Tsukuyomi of what happened. It was then that he saw Itachi's mask slip for the first time, and the man was broken, literally broken. So Naruto made him a deal for him to join the Uzumaki clan. Itachi was surprised at that. Once he came out of Tsukuyomi, Naruto talked, as he wanted the tail beast to be sealed inside of Itachi, as it would no doubt try to heal him to save itself from being killed and having to reform for a very long time. So they discussed this between them and Tsunade, but time was running out. So she agreed as they seal it inside of Itachi, him becoming the holder of the 5 tails. So with that, Naruto spoke to Karen about this, as he was the brother of Sasuke after all, so he wanted to make sure everything was okay. Some time passed as Karen was training, when Itachi came to her, as he wanted to be her guard, as he didn't know what to do with his life, because he was about to give it all up until Naruto gave him this task to do, and he was hoping that by protecting her he would find a path for him. After some deep thinking, she allowed it. Teiwai came to Naruto as she was starting to get worried Ino was not back yet. She was officially missing. As Naruto went to pay Inoichi a visit, the man acted like he didn't care anymore because of what his daughter was now, but he do care. And he was having a rough time knowing that she was missing. She was still his little princess despite everything. And they couldn't find her. He had nothing to do with it though. Anko was having a bit of problem as she kept on getting so exhausted. As she had informed Sneddy about this, Sneddy decided to have a scan on her. Her eyes went wide when Sneddy told her she was pregnant. No, that was a shock as she couldn't believe it. She went home as she informed Naruto. He was surprised but he was happy. He was going to be a father. He was overjoyed as that made Anko smile as well. Meanwhile, Ino was captured by a rather dangerous individual, Orochimaru, as he planned on testing a new curse mark on her, but she had to be strong to survive. The man was rather amused as he said that, as Ino screamed out in pain as he blacked out. So yeah guys, so basically that's what I thought. If you guys can switch across the place and check it out for yourself, remember to go ahead and check out the brand new episodes of What If Naruto was from all the clans and taken by Obito over in Anime King 3. And also over Anime King 2, I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto became the wrath of the Namikaze. So go ahead and check out that and enjoy. And remember, for new and this first time you hear my voice, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be planning talking back to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, what is to begin this new episode? Let's get right into this, guys. It was finally the day that they had been waiting for. Naruto and Anko were about to get married. They had been waiting for this day, and Naruto had made sure that it was perfect. He had spared no expensive as he adjusts his kimono and Hiyori. As he looked into the mirror, he was wearing a wedding kimono, which represents the Uzumaki clan, thread with a beautiful work of art of red, gold, and also orange. As someone entered, Naruto, are you ready? As it was none other than Roshi. Yeah, just calm my nerves, said Naruto. I know she won't, but deep down, I still have this fear that she might run away. I mean, look at me. I see nothing wrong, said Roshi, as he knew that Naruto was still self-conscious of his ears and tail. As Naruto took a breath, I guess I'm just acting up, huh? Quite, said Roshi. Come on, it's time, he said, as Naruto nodded as he left the room. Entering the grand hall, he saw everyone. Gaara and his siblings had even showed up. The Inuzukas were there. The Aburame, the Hyuga, the Akemichi, the Nara, and even Yamanaka clan. As his eyes found Tsunade standing in front of the altar, she had claimed the right as Hokage to marry the two. As he saw several snakes wrapped around the columns, even the snake contract wanted to be at the wedding. Nola, said Naruto as he felt the snake slide up his back. As she came into his eyesight, just want to get a good seat, she said, hissing light in his ear. As Naruto moved in front of the hall. Nervous? Tsunade asked. Only a lot, said Naruto. I mean, we're getting married, and we have a kid on the way already. It's gonna be fine, Naruto. Both of you will be excellent parents, she said with a smile. She knew that he was worried about everything at the moment, but she also knew that this will be looked back upon as one of the happiest days of his life. His fears all melted away as he heard a soft hum of music went through the ear. It was finally time. He turned as he saw Anko. There was only one word that came to his mind. Radiant. How radiant she looked as she walked. Without family, there was no one to walk by her side. Her best friend though had chosen to take the spot, as Kurenai walked beside her. As Anko reached the altar, the Hiyori, with her family colors, was removed from her shoulder. Naruto took her hands as she smiled, as they turned to face Tsunade, ready for their wedding to start. We are here today under the eyes of Kami, and before friends and family to be a witness to the union of Uncle Midoriya and Naruto Uzumaki. Today two families become one, and move to the future as one family. Naruto, said Tsunade. I, Naruto Uzumaki, hereby bring Uncle Midoriya into the Uzumaki clan, and clad her in our family colors. As he removed his Hiyori and placed it over her shoulder, she smiled as the warm Hiyori was draped over her. On this day, the last of the Midoriya family is now a part of the Uzumaki, said Tsunade as she turned to face Anko. I, Uncle Midoriya, Do hereby welcome the name Uzumaki to be my one and only, she said, as she looked Naruto directly in the eyes. It is at this moment, if there's words that you two wish to share, you can share, Sensei said. As Naruto went first, Anko, he said, a smile on his lips. You are the only woman I've ever loved. You and you alone hold my heart. Without you, he said, I will never be complete. And it is because of you I stand here today as the man that I am. So now I swear to you, I will forever be at your side as your husband, your lover, and the father of our children, said Naruto. Naruto, Anko said, as she held his hand. You are the man that brought me out of my personal hell. You removed the curse that plagued me. You warmed my frozen heart, and you gave me the greatest gift of your love. Without you, I would still be living in fear and living alone. You are my world, and I will always stand beside you. Against hellfire, brimstone, and the Shinigami itself. With those words spoken, you are now forever joined under the eyes of Kami. May you live every day together and live forever together once life has closed its eyes, said Tsunade. As the two leaned in as Naruto captured her lips. As everyone started to clap and cheer. As Naruto looked at her. I love you, he said. I love you too, she said to him. The rest of the day was wonderful. And the night was. The two of them alone, it was amazing. Time skip. Unknown location. Orochimaru stood over the body of his newest project. He grinned as he watched his work taking slow effect. As he pulled away as he heard the door open. Ah, Kabuto. A new experiment, Kabuto asked. Yes. She is far stronger than I expected, Orochimaru said. Kabuto's eyes went wide, is that? As he saw the bones sticking out of the girl, and yet she was not hurt. Yes, Orochimaru said. Before Kabuto could finish. And her body absorbed it, she was the first one that can take the kick Genkai of the Kaguya clan and survive. What curse mark is that? I've not seen it, Kabuto said. It's pretty simple. I combined the Mind Slave Seal, the Death Seal, and the Soul Fragment Seal, and the Backlash Seal to make this. I think I'll call it the Curse Seal of Servitude, said Orochimaru, with a smirk on his face. The Backlash Seal, of course. Quite ingenious there, Kabuto said. Now let's wake her up and see how she works, said Orochimaru as he wiped away a seal on her forehead. As her eyes opened up, as she looked towards him. She did not move or anything, she just looked towards Orochimaru. Come, we need to test your abilities. She got off the table and obeyed as she followed him. The need to obey him suffocated the screams deep within her mind. Can she not speak, Kabuto asked. No, she does need to. She only needs to obey, Orochimaru said. No, that's a powerful seal to keep. A Yamanaka quiet, said Kabuto as he looked towards the girl that was following them, without question. Know this, Orochimaru said as the girl stopped. As of this moment, you are no longer who you used to be. You are reborn. You are now my wrath, and you will forever obey me. As he saw the submission in the girl's eyes, as that made him smile even more, as he brought her towards the testing area. Time skip, as Naruto sat with his wife beside him. As he needed to make sure that the trip was safe, Roshi has been asking to return to their ancestral home once more. He claimed that he felt something there, something pulling him, but he hadn't followed it at the time. How's it looking? Asked Uncle, as her hand was on her belly. She was now 5.5 months pregnant, and she couldn't be happier. Well, Bachan said that he's retired, so I can send him without a mission. But I'm gonna see if I can send Itachi and Karen with him as guards. What about Teiwaya? Uncle asked. She's been given a mission by Tsunade to head to the Land of Waves to check up on the village as a sign, in good faith that they can still come to us for missions. It will be good for her to get out for a bit, said Uncle. Yeah, I really hope my little network can dig up some information while she's gone. His spy network is very small, not big as Jiraiya's, but he was learning, and he was still growing. So Naruto, Uncle said. What's up? Said Naruto. Well, I've been thinking about my career as a kunoichi, said Uncle. Is this about you becoming a reserve shinobi, rather than retiring? He asked. Yeah, and I want to retire, she said. I've been putting some thought into it, and I think I'll see if they will let me teach. You want to teach? Like at the academy? Naruto asked. Yes, I was thinking about putting together an advanced poison class, or a kunoichi seduction class. Well, you're masterful with poisons. Not sure how I feel about the seduction class though, said Naruto. Well, I wouldn't be seducing anyone. I would be teaching girls how to use their bodies better. And how to fight, while adding distraction. Without looking like a whore, she said. Is this something you really want to do? Yeah, I've been thinking about it. With Hitomi on the way. I don't want to leave the village. And while I was out last week, I saw Aruka teaching to his class. I've never thought about it before. But I like to help the next generation, she said. Well, if you truly want to, I won't say no, said Naruto. But I'm still retiring. I have a client to run, a spy network to monitor, a business to watch over, he said. So both of us then for a less stressful life, Uncle said. Looks like it, if you're up to it. We can go and talk to Bachin about it. I have to turn in the report of who is going to Uzo. Sounds good to me, she said as she got up and fixed the wrinkles in her kimono. She had long since left the skirts and coat behind. They don't work well with the baby bump. Shall we, my lovely wife? Naruto said, offering his hand. Lovely? I'm bloated now, she said. She took his arm. And yet you're still the most beautiful woman I've ever seen, said Naruto. Kami, I love you, she said as she kissed him. I love you too, said Naruto. As they made their way. Time skip. Uzumaki training ground. Karen flipped back and threw an arc of flame at her foe. She had been able to master her burning sword style. Her sparring partner easily avoided it. Then again, it was hardly fair. She was at best a high Chunin level, while her sparring partner was at least Kage level. You're getting better, he said with a stoic face that made her blush. Damn it. Why did he have to be so hot? Not good enough yet, she said, as she watched Itachi walk towards her. He was getting better at freakish speeds. He could already control his three-tail state. Depends on who you're comparing yourself to. You can't compare yourself to Naruto, Roshi, or myself. We are monsters, Itachi said. Then who should I compare myself to? Uzuki Uchiyo should be a good target. She's recently become an Anbu captain. I don't know her, said Karen. Ask Nae-sama to introduce you. She could teach you more about swords than probably anyone else in this village. A cat mass Anbu appeared in the field. Itachi, Karen. You both have been summoned by the Hokage. We'll be there, said Itachi as she vanished. That was her, said Itachi. Karen nodded as she now knew the chakra signature. Time skip. Roshi sat behind the counter holding an explosive seal. As his attention was caught when he saw someone enter a shop. Good afternoon, if you need any assistance. Please feel free to ask, said Roshi, as he continued tweaking the seal. Actually, I was looking for some larger storage scrolls, said Kakashi as he walked towards the counter. What size do you use now, Roshi asked. The basic ones, said Kakashi. Ah yes, those. Don't really hold that much. For a jonin I would suggest, one like these, said Roshi, as he pulled out 2 scrolls from under the counter. The red border one is our medium-sized storage scrolls, which ends up holding 5 times the amount of what a basic storage scroll can hold. These black border ones are my best work when it comes towards storage scrolls. It can hold up to 20 times the amount of what a normal storage scroll can hold. I'll take 3 of the black border ones, said Kakashi. The 2 men were interrupted as an Anbu stepped inside. Uzumaki-san, he said. How may I help you? The Hokage has asked for your presence. I'll be right there, Roshi said, as it was about time for him to close up anyway. As Kakashi paid and got his scrolls and left, 20 minutes earlier, Hokage Tower. There was a knock at her door as she smiled, already knowing who it was. Hey, Bachan, said Naruto as he stepped inside. Tsunade smiled. Anko, I wasn't expecting you. How are you? She asked. Good. I have to say once again thanks to the herbs. They help with morning sickness. Good to hear. Now then, Naruto, said Tsunade as she looked towards him. Yeah, I was hoping I could send Itachi and Karen with Roshi for extra protection. Very well, said Tsunade as she summoned 2 Anvus, Nico and Kuma, to go and get Itachi, Roshi, and also Karen. Now then, you never told me if you picked the name for the little girl, asked Tsunade. Her name will be Uzumaki Hitomi, said Naruto. Aw, that's such a cute name, she said that smile. Hey Bachan, our kids aren't going to have ears like this, are they? Said Naruto, as his ear twitched. Honestly, I don't have a clue, said Tsunade. Either way, she's our little girl, said Uncle, as that got a nod from Naruto. Oh, that reminds me, Hokage-sama. I would like to formally resign from active duty, said Uncle, shocking Tsunade. Are you sure? I thought that Naruto was gonna retire, said Snappy. We both are. I got a clan to watch and run now, said Naruto. And Anko. I actually want to try teaching, Anko said. Teaching? What were you thinking of teaching? Asked Snappy. Well, my best skills are poison, seduction, and assassination. So I was thinking of an advanced poison class. If I remember correctly, the current poison teacher is looking to retire. How would you like his job, she said. That would be perfect, Uncle said. Hey, wait. Why don't I remember a poison class, said Naruto. He knew that he was dejected from several classes, but he never heard of anything like that. Well, generally, most students don't go for the poison class, and the only ones that are there are handpicked by their parents to be placed in a special area. Oh, I guess that makes sense, said Naruto. I'll start getting everything prepped for you to take over. You will start once he told me it's a few months old, if that's okay. Oh, that works. Naruto and Snakes can watch Hitomi while I teach, Uncle said. Hokage-sama, they're here, said Nico, as the people that she called for entered the room. What's up, said Karen. You three are going to be heading to Ozu. My request was granted, said Roshi. Correct, said Snappy. Perfect, thank you, Hokage-sama, said Roshi with a smile. Karen, Itachi, you two will be going with him for extra protection. You can leave whenever you're ready, she said as she handed a scroll to Roshi. Thank you, Hokage-sama, said Roshi. As they left the room. So how's the search going, said Naruto. My network hasn't found anything yet. We found no leads. Jiraiya is our last chance. He hasn't come back since he went out searching for her, said Snappy. Well, hopefully he can find a lead, said Naruto. Time skip. Unknown location in the land of stone. A man dropped to his knees, bleeding badly. Looking up, two pair of eyes looked down towards him with a cold, indifferent look. He just didn't understand his bloodline should have protected him. As he felt his life slipping away, he knew that he was done for. Please, let them go, as he looked towards a young nearby. But the woman did not respond, as a bone protruded from her hand and stabbed him right through the heart. As the color in his eyes faded as he collapsed, Wrath turned slowly as she looked toward the children nearby. They were petrified. Her mission was to only claim the man's blood, so that he could claim the steel bloodline. She pulled a syringe out and stuck it into the man's neck. As she pulled out his blood, as she sailed away and left, she was not ordered to kill the children, so she left. Well done, Wrath, as she turned back to see Kabuto standing over the lifeless body of the children. His smirk died as he heard her growl. She wasn't looking at him though, she was looking behind him. As Kabuto felt a wave of pure rage and killer intent hit him, he slowly turned. Well, I guess I know who kidnapped Ino now, and what you've done to her. Kabuto turned as he saw that it was none other than Jiraiya. The man was angry. He was on his way to the hidden stone to get some details about anyone matching Ino profile, but look what he found. Kabuto standing over the bodies of children, and just behind him was Ino, who looked rather different, but it was her. Wrath, kill, said Kabuto. Wrath, kill, as she was not listening to him. Seems she doesn't listen to you. Kabuto leaped away as he fled, using that jutsu that Orochimaru loved to use to flee. Wrath said nothing as she disappeared in the ground. Her mission was done. Damn it, I gotta tell Snappy about this, Jiraiya said. A few days later. Can you feel that, Roshi said. Yeah. The sea winds. We must be close, said Karen. It is quite relaxing. As Itachi then paused. Is that... As Roshi looked over. Yes, Abichu is nearby. It is unrestrained. It must be the Three Tails. As Itachi knew that he was the only free one thanks to his time within the Akatsuki. We should see if he feel like talking. Sun is saying that Aisabu was the most calm of the 9. Perhaps, but do not let your guard fall, Itachi said. As he arrived towards the edge of the water, the Biju already sensed them. So, it's a container of Sun and Kokyu, Aisabu said, as Roshi stepped forward, his eyes turning gold. Hello, Aisabu. Have you been well? You've only just reformed, yes? As Roshi was allowing Son Goku to take over and talk. That I have, although I must say I find it strange to see you both here. Kokyu is asleep, as his eye focused on Itachi. He's mad, and he doesn't seem to be calming down, Itachi said. Odd, Aisabu said. Quite, yes. Seeing that he seemed more like you. Calm and collect, said Son Goku. Perhaps we should calm him then, Aisabu said. Of course. I have forgotten the old common ritual. Common ritual? Said Karen. Yes, Shikaku, our one-tailed brother, always have anger issues. An explosion of rage. So our father made a simple ritual to calm him. It worked on us, but we really need it, Aisabu said. If it could help, it will be much appreciated. I don't like being forced to keep my sleep, Itachi said. Very well. They both turned towards Itachi, and a gentle hum started to fill the air. Karen and Itachi felt a wave. It overtook them. It wasn't anything physical to touch, but it was just spiritual. The sensation. All anger, fear, sorrow. It just faded away. As he felt so calm. Itachi then heard the voice. The calming ritual. I never thought it would have to be used on me. Kokyu, I presume, said Itachi. Why yes, that is me. Now who are you? And what happened to the one that is known as Han? He attacked Roshi and Son. In an attempt to kill them, he failed and released you, said Itachi. Interesting. I remember none of that. The last thing I remember was seeing a pair of red eyes, said Kokyu. Red eyes? Like the Sharingan? Yes. But much stronger, perhaps. Stronger. The Mangekyo then, Itachi said. Perhaps. So you're Sharingan, huh? So I'm still inside of Uchiha, Kokyu asked. Correct. I am one of the now dissolved clan, said Itachi. Dissolved clan? Interesting. Oh, I see, my brothers are before you. You can see them, said Itachi. Yes, quite. One seal inside of a house unless the seal is tightened to the max. We can see through your eyes. Would you like to speak with them? Asked Itachi. You will allow me to control your vocals. For a short time, Kokyu asked. I don't see why that would be a problem, said Itachi. I thank you, said Kokyu. Itachi closed his eyes. When he opened them back, they were purple. It seemed brother have joined us, said Aisabu. So you're better then, asked Son. Quite. Thank you for calming me. I've never felt such rage before. It seems like your former host might have been under control then, said Son as he overheard the whole thing. So, what now, said Karen. I think I'll go back to sleep, said Aisabu. Why don't you return and live with us, said Son. And just how would I? You want me to use the self-seal, asked Aisabu. Why not? It would be nicer to have our brother nearby. After all, a seal-tailed beast is far weaker than an unsealed one. Perhaps. But I don't see a reason to use the self-seal, Aisabu said. Excuse me, but what are you guys talking about, said Karen. The self-seal is one of our most unique abilities. It allows us tail beasts to seal our power inside of a human form, the body of a human lifespan, and allow us to live life like a human. The cost is when the body dies, we have to reform, said Son. What are the limits, said Karen. Not sure. The only one that ever did it was Kurama, before he started to get sealed off. Back when he loved to watch humans. He used the self-seal and live a life, along with humans. I believe that he even have a family that became a clan. No way, what clan, said Karen. You can't guess. Foxes are. From Canopy after all, Aisabu said. Wait, you mean that the nine-tailed fox was a patriarch of the Insaka clan? Karen said in shock. Quite surprised, no doubt. I would assume that only us tail beasts remember that. I do believe that he withheld the information from all those but the woman that became his wife. Huh, that's the understatement of the century, said Karen. Perhaps we shouldn't have said that, Aisabu said, as he chuckled a bit. As long as she doesn't start spreading around, I don't see that as a problem. Oh yeah, not a chance in hell I'm telling anyone. Well, other than Naruto. Who's Naruto? Said Aisabu. Cram a final container, said Son. Final? What do you mean, Aisabu said. You don't feel it. The loss of our brother, said Kokyu. He was that? Said Aisabu in shock. I thought he was simply killed and had to reform. I never thought you'd use a relinquishment. Yes, our brother Kurama is gone, said Son. I will come back with you. I need to speak with this Naruto, Aisabu said. Good, but first, said Son, as his eyes changed back to normal. Do you think you can give us a lift through the whirlpools? Asked Roshi. As the turtle gave him a blank look. You want to use me as a boat, Aisabu said. Just one way. It is difficult even for Uzumaki to get into Uzu. Leaving is easy, said Roshi. As a favor, I guess I can give you a lift. Fine, get on. And hold on tight. Thanks, Aisabu-san, said Karen. Yeah, don't do that. It really doesn't fit, said Isabu. Just trying to be nice, you jackass, said Karen. Much better, hold on, Isabu said. Once they were all holding on tight, he shot through the water. As he was incredibly fast. Such speed, said Roshi. I can hardly hold on, said Karen. I will support you, Itachi said as he placed the armor on her shoulder, keeping her balance. As she blushed, damn it. Damn Itachi being damn sexy again. What was wrong with him? Meanwhile, hello, said Teiwa, as she was here to set up the trade routes, as it would be filtered in Konoha through the Uzumaki clan. It was quite a plan. If she was able to talk them into it, the Uzumakis would be the sole sellers of several kinds of vegetables, fruits, fish, and many other goods that came out of the land of Wave, while they would be put under the protection of the Uzumaki clan. So if anything ever happened, Naruto could send protection without it being put through the village as a mission. Good morning, my dear, a man said as he stepped in the room. What can I do for you? I've been sent by my clan head to speak with you about opening a trade route from here to Konoha filtered through the Uzumaki clan. Interesting, Uzumaki, huh? I would assume that you speak of Naruto then. Yes, he's my clan head, she said. What is he looking for out of this trade route? Well, multiple things would be possible. First, your vegetable, fish, fruits, and any other good trade will be traded in Konoha as a specialty product for a higher rate for you. All your caravan, your workers, and your village will be placed under the protection of the Uzumaki clan. So if anyone attack or try to suppress you, we can come to your aid without a need. For a mission, said Teiwa. Hold up, one thing at a time. Now you said a higher rate. So how much higher, he asked. Well, oh, my apologies, the man said. I am Yumachi Kenryu. Teiwa Uzumaki, she said. Now putting in the distance that the products have to travel, their base price, the quality of the goods, and their special markup price, up to 50%, assuming that your goods are at the highest quality. Well, if I take this deal at Uzumaki's, we'll only get the best deal. That is without question. Well, that much of a markup would surely help our village, said Kenryu. And on top of that, you will have Uzumaki protection. Now, while our clan is small, we're not to be underestimated. Our clan has one S-rank shinobi, a A-rank retired shinobi, one B-rank shinobi, and two high C-rank shinobi, and one shinobi whose level is undetermined, said Teiwa. A S-rank is more than enough a shield. Give me a few days to think it over and I'll get back to you, said Kenryu. I'll be here for the next 3 days helping her in the village, said Teiwa. She bowed her head. I hope to hear from you soon, she said, as she left. God damn it. I hate being so formal, she thought to herself, as she stepped out of the office. Meanwhile, at Uzu, Karen and the others watching Oz Isabu start to glow. Glowing a bright green, as tentacle of chakra just whipped off Isabu. The process was fast. In just a few minutes, the body of Isabu shrunk down into a pool of water. It was then a hand came out, as a woman started to rise out of it. Karen's eyes widened in shock. Isabu had taken the form of a woman, and a beautiful one at that. A slim, yet muscular form, with a chocolate skin, long green hair run down towards her back, stopping at her thighs, as chakra sprang forward and wrapped around her body, in immaculate robes. Once all of the pool of chakra was gone, her eyes finally snapped open. This would take some getting used to, Isabu said. If I might ask, why did you take the form of a woman? Asked Sun, as he was once again in control of Roshi. Well, I figure it might be fun. We are genderless chakra constructs after all. And after being sealed into the bodies of a man and a woman, shortly for the latter one, I actually enjoy the feeling of a woman chakra system. Smaller and more defined and perfect for medical and genjutsu, as you said. Fair enough, so what are you gonna go by? Asked Sun. Good question. ICB doesn't sound quite right for a woman. How about Nami? Said Karen. Nami. It works for me. Said the no Nami. Well then, now that is settled, let's see if we can find out what his call note for me last time was here, said Roshi, as he was back in control. You know, being so close I kinda feel something too, said Karen, as she felt a pit in the bottom of her stomach. Does it feel like something is pulling at your stomach? Asked Roshi. Yeah, said Karen. It's weird, she said, as she placed a hand on her stomach, as she wondered what is going on. Meanwhile, at the hidden sound, the wrath of Orochimaru knelt in front of her master, waiting for the next order. She had been summoned after a short rest. Sensei started giving her missions, she had collected several Kiki Genkais, all for his experiments. No, Wrath, I have what will probably be your hardest challenge yet, said Orochimaru. Your target is in the land of Wave. She has a rather deadly Kiki Genkai. No one has struck her chains. It's unknown how skilled she is with them, or how much of a challenge she will be for you. Her name is Uzumaki Teiwaya, and you will kill her, drain her blood, and bring me her head. As he handed her a picture. Wrath looked over the picture as she nodded. Now go, Orochimaru said, as he released Wrath. As she quickly left to start her 2-day journey to the land of Wave. Her heart was beating fast in her chest. Whenever she got away from the sound, she was able to sleep long enough to see that girl in her dreams. The red-headed woman. As she remembered the first time flashback, Wrath was coming back as she had successfully retrieved the lava release from a man from the hidden stone. As she was returning back, but the need for sleep was great. So she found a quiet, secluded area. As she decided to rest, her body coming to a stop. She had to fight a lot. As she fell asleep and she woke up, well, not exactly back to the real world. She was in a strange place. As she saw many flowers all around. She saw a young blonde-haired girl, her legs crossed, a dome in front of her. Wrath narrowed her gaze, as bones started to emerge from her hands. She then paused as she realized the girl was stuck. The girl was surrounded in a see-through dome. She had a dome, but she was also trapped. The girl's eyes slowly opened. So you are what I've become. A tool. Wrath tilted her head, did not reply, as she did not know how to speak. He even stole that from you, the girl said. We're going to have to fix that. As Wrath sat down beside the dome, she didn't know what it was, but she liked it. I'm Ino, well, we're Ino. Wrath looked at her confused. This is gonna be hard to fix. But we must fix this. End of flashback. As Wrath had rested for the night, as she found herself back inside. Welcome back, Wrath, said Ino. Wrath like it here, said Wrath. She was getting better of talking, even though it was just only in this field. She was getting better. Good job, Wrath. You're getting better. Wrath is trying, said Wrath. And you're getting so much better. We'll have you talking like a pro in no time, said Ino. Time skip. At Konoha. Naruto bolted up out of bed, his eyes wide, sweat covering his body. He was having some terrible nightmares. Each night, he'd remember the day that he died, as Anko had rushed over to him and hold him, but then she was taken away by Orochimaru, and he was unable to do anything about it. His fangs would then sink into her neck once again, and turning her into a monster. She then attacked the village and everything went black. Naruto, Anko said. She pulled herself up. I'm sorry, my love, said Naruto. Did I wake you? He said. What's wrong? Just a bad dream. Naruto, she said, giving him a knowing look. Really, it was just a bad dream, he said. Let's go back to sleep. We are going to talk about this nightmare eventually, she said, as she gave him a look. To say that he had no choice. Eventually, but for now. Let's sleep, he said. As they drifted back off to sleep. Time skip, Uza. Karen felt the pull going left while Roshi felt it going right. So they split apart. As Karen started to run. Why have you started to run? Asked Itachi. As he was with her. I want to find whatever this is, and it's close. She came to a stop as she felt it started to hurt a bit. Are you well? Asked Itachi as he saw the pain in her eyes. It's starting to hurt. We gotta be close, she said. As she took a step back. The pain. It's like a compass. The closer I get, the more it hurts. The farther I am, the less it hurts. I'm not sure I like whatever we're hunting now. It's causing you pain, Itachi said. Don't worry, it's not that bad, I can manage. You will tell me if you get bad, right? Said Itachi. You are rather soft on this girl. The voice of Kokyo said in his head. I have noticed that, said Itachi. Have you truly? Asked Kokyo. I have, said Itachi. Then why have you not acted on it? Kokyo asked. She does not desire me. The Uchiha name has hurt her too much, said Itachi. As he tried not to think about his brother Dark Fall. That is not even close to true. I can smell it on her. She wants you, said Kokyo. Why are we talking about this? Itachi said. trying to end the subject. I'm a hopeless romantic, Kokyo said. And you want me to just sweep her off her feet, asked Itachi. Trust me, she wouldn't stop you, said Kokyo. I can't. I will not lead her on, Itachi said. So you will deny these feelings, Kokyo asked. Yes, Itachi said. Humans, said Kokyo as he shook his head. You okay? Said Karen as she saw Itachi looking out of it. I'm quite fine, he said. As their eyes met, the both of them felt a desire, but neither of them could act upon it. Right, said Karen, looking ahead. We're getting close. I hope so, Itachi said, as he did not like the pain that she was putting on herself. Oh yes, she wants you something bad, said Kokyo. Please stop, said Itachi. Not until you two confess. Here, said Karen, as it felt like she was being stabbed now. A sword shop, Itachi said, as he saw the basic Uzumaki sword sign on the ground. Seems so, said Karen as she stepped inside, and all the pain just vanished. As she looked around, the shop was empty. Why did the pain brought her here? As Itachi stepped in, his Sharingan sprang to life, looking for anything out of the ordinary, as he saw something carrying. There was a very long-term genjutsu. How is that possible? I'm unsure. As Itachi dispersed the genjutsu, there was a hatch on the ground. It was rather small. I'll go and check it out. Are you sure? Itachi asked. Don't worry, it's small and there's not much room. I'll check it out, okay? You just stay up here and keep watch. Very well, he said. Meanwhile, with Roshi and Nami, the home of the Uzukage, the place was unharmed. Surprisingly, how was this place still standing? Well, this is odd, said Nami. Quite, said Roshi. How did this building remain undamaged? Probably something to do with those damn seals the Uzumaki love so much, said Nami. Ah, there it is, said Roshi, as he moved towards the wall. There? I don't see anything, said Nami. Precisely. While this building stands, it is ransacked. So why is this portion of the wall not marked up at all? Nami paused and looked around to see that he was right. While the house was still standing, it was in total disorder. Walls were gashed, burned, and cabinets, and everything was destroyed all around. A seal, said Nami. Correct, said Roshi, as he went through a few hands and bit his thumb. Guardian seal. Remove! He slammed his hand in the wall, the clean wall melting away, showing an old door. A hidden seal room as he opened the door. There was a single scroll. Red scroll with black lining across it. Moving forward, he opened it. Hey, what's in it? Everything. Our clan style. Our clan genjutsu, taijutsu, ninjutsu, fuinjutsu, kinjutsu. It is a lost scroll of the Uzumaki clan. It holds everything our clan have learned. Your clan had a style? Said Nami. Yes, the Uzumakis have too much chakra to do normal genjutsu. So they made their own style, with their denser chakra. Like any clan, they have their own taijutsu and kinjutsu style. And like any clan, we have our own forbidden jutsus, said Roshi. What are you gonna do with it now? It comes home to the Uzumaki estate in Konoha, said Roshi. So we are done here, said Nami. Yes. Let us go find Karen and Itachi. Let us hope that we don't interrupt anything between them, Nami said, with a giggle. What do you... Roshi paused. Oh, Kami. I haven't noticed how close they have been coming. So quickly. Perhaps we should wait for them in the center of the village. Good idea, said Nami, still giggling. You know, if I did not see your literal creation, I would not believe that you are a timeless construct of chakra, said Roshi. That's the point of self-seal, so we're not discovered. Meanwhile, with Karen and Itachi was getting nervous. As she's been gone for a while, if it was a long hallway, why she said that there was no room? Maybe she wants some time to think. Perhaps, said Itachi. About you, said Kokyo. Enough of that, said Itachi, having a nice conversation as he turned to see Karen half the way out. Did you find anything? As she climbed out, just this. As she showed a black-handled sword with a deep crimson sheath. It was really long. It was taller than her. An Odiki, said Itachi. Looks like it, but it feels weird. It feels like it's important to my line. As she grabbed the handle and pulled the blade. There was no rust or anything. How is it in such a good condition? Itachi said. There's a seal on the end, she said. Impressive, but can you wield a blade that long? Asked Itachi. I can't even full draw it out, she said. Perhaps in a few years then, Itachi said. Maybe, either way, let's go. I bet the others are waiting on us, she said. Time skip. A few days later at the border of the Land of Wave. Teiwai was happy. She convinced the man to take the deal and now they had a locked deal with the Uzumaki clan. She was so happy. And thanks to the big ass bridge, they can get supplies to Konoha every day, giving them a massive revenue. She sensed something as her chains came out. She was hit viciously though, but her chains blocked the attack as she was thrown back. She crashed on the ground unharmed. As she got up to face her eyes went wide. Ino? She couldn't believe it, but it was her. It was Ino. Her Ino. But she wasn't the same, her skin. It was more pale, her hair was messy. Her eyes were blank. But it was Ino. Ino crouched ready to attack as Teiwai saw the seal on her neck. As she now knew what happened. Ino. But Ino launched a bone as she moved. It stabbed into the tree. That was Kimimara's move. Ino then moved as she was a lot faster than she thought. As she released another spike that stabbed. As it pinned her right into a tree. As Wrath stepped forward to end her until her mind started to scream at her. She could feel Ino in her head begging her to stop. Ino, wake up, Teiwai pleaded. Wrath, please, don't kill her, Ino begged in her mind. Wrath, must obey, said Wrath. Meanwhile, Orochimaru-sama, why did you send Wrath after Teiwai, said Kabuto? Simple, either she kills her, and I get the chakra chain kick Genkai, or she's taken back home if she fails. Where Naruto or Jiraiya will try to remove the seal, but that will spark the backlash. And Death Seal and kill them instantly, said Kabuto, understanding his master plan. Correct, no matter what, someone will die. Wrath, Jiraiya, or Naruto, or Teiwai. One of them will die, Orochimaru said. But why risk losing her? She's rather powerful, said Kabuto. Because she was gaining her independence once again. I could see it in her eyes. The seal locking away the Yamanaka soul is breaking in due time. Wrath will become the Yamanaka girl once again. This is the best use of her right now. Should she succeed though, the girl will be broken and Wrath will remain. Should she fail, the seal will deteriorate and Wrath will die. Now leave, I'm resting. As you wish. Back toward the Land of Wave. Wrath glared down towards Teiwai, another spear of bone stabbed through her shoulder, pinning her to the tree. Teiwai's hand came up and placed on Ino's face, making her freeze. I will always love you, said Teiwai, as her hand dropped to her side, as she closed her eyes. Wrath, no one to kill. Wrath grasped out. She gripped her head and screamed. I'm sorry, Wrath. Only one of us can beat Ino, said as she could tell. With each crack in the seal, Wrath is getting weaker and weaker. Wrath, go away now? Asked Wrath. I think so. I'm sorry, said Ino. No, good. Wrath, fake. You, real, belong. As the seal holding back Ino shattered. Meanwhile, Teiwai opened her eyes as she saw that Ino had dropped to the ground, screaming. My head, she said. Ino, said Teiwai. Teiwai chanted Ino. As she grabbed the spikes. No wait, as she ripped them out. Teiwai screamed as she dropped down to the ground. Teiwai, I'm so sorry, Ino said. I'm sorry. It's alright, it's not your fault, as they hug each other, as they broke down to tears. As Ino then stopped moving, Ino? As the seal on her neck stopped glowing, she had been pulled under by the seal. As chains came out of her and picked Ino up, as she started to run for everything she had, Naruto could get the seal off her and save her life, as she rushed back to Konoha with all her speed. But guys, we end subscribe right here. If you want the next part to do, like, subscribe, comment down below, turn on that bell notification stay posted, remember to share to all of your friends in social media platform, and also go ahead and check out the other what ifs over in Making 3 and then Making 2. But I'm hoping I'll see you guys soon. Peace guys!